Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to another video. You are watching Real Nursing Conversations with your host Keisha. Okay, so today is September the 6th and I hope you all are having an amazing day today. In today's video we are going to be discussing how to make yourself more marketable as a nurse. Okay, so although they say that the nursing field has a huge shortage, and it does, um we're just going to talk about a few tips and things that you could do to set yourself apart from your peers, okay, your nursing peers, and make yourself more marketable. Okay, um the first thing you can do is get certifications. Okay, you guys, certifications can set you apart from your peers. It can also potentially be more income for you. If you have a certification, usually facilities or hospitals, they'll pay you a little bit more if you have a certain certification for a certain specialty that you are applying to. So certifications, y'all. It also looks good on your resume, okay? Um, for a potential employer that's looking at your resume, and they look at your resume and see that you've taken a certification class, let's say on wounds, and they're hiring a wound nurse, you're applying for that position. Or let's say you on a trauma floor, that can kind of demonstrate expertise as it pertains to wounds. A lot of times in trauma, a lot of trauma patients have wounds, very severe, extensive wounds. So just using that as an idea, it can demonstrate expertise. Okay, so that will definitely set you apart from another nurse that does not have that certification. It also lets your employee know, or your potential employer, I apologize, it lets your potential employer know that you are open to continuing education. They look at stuff like that when they look at resumes. It also lets them know that you want to grow professionally. Okay, so stuff like that, it looks good and it works in your favor. Another thing that you can do is make sure you go to nursing conferences. Now, when I worked at the hospital, they always sent us emails about different conferences and things that they would have. Now those conferences wasn't mandatory, but it looks good and it works in your favor if you are that person that they have this conference about I don't know, certain different medications, or they always have different conferences about anything, wounds, certain meds, certain specialties of nursing. If it's something that you're interested in, make sure you attend those conferences. You can also meet different people, that's at the conferences, which brings up the next thing that you can do is network. Make sure you are networking. Make sure you are going to meetings. Again, like I said, conferences. Make sure you are going to nursing conferences, different events. A lot of times, we don't like going to those things. They might send it to your email, and that's something that you just skip over. It's like, I don't want to go to this conference, or I'm not interested in this event. But if you attend those things, it will kind of set you apart from the rest. You get to get out and meet different people that's working in different specialties. And like I said, that's networking. Networking also helps make you visible. So if you go into these things and you meet in different doctors and nurses and people in different specialties, y'all exchanging contact information, it makes you more visible. So the more visible you are, the more you can set yourself apart from your nursing peers. Okay. Let's see. Another thing you can do is make sure you stay in touch with people that you meet along the way in your career. Nursing colleagues, nursing instructors, mentors, anybody that you work with in the industry. and I'm not just saying everybody, but people that you really connect to that work in the industry, make sure you maintain contact with them, because a lot of times, and I know it shouldn't be like this, but it is what it is. You know, sometimes when people get job promotions, it's not what they know, it's who they know. So that's why you want to keep in touch with colleagues that you know, develop a relationship with within the industry, because sometimes it may work into your favor, especially if, you know, they moved on somewhere and they looking for somebody for, let's say, a certain management position, or just a certain position, and it's better than the one that you're currently in, and they work with you, they had you know, a good experience working with you. Sometimes they'll call you and offer you a position. So make sure you stay in touch with colleagues. Another thing that you can do, that can kind of set you apart from your peers, is you can explore opportunities in nursing areas that people don't really tend to go in. Um, a few areas that I could think of that people don't typically seek employment in is school nursing. School nursing is one of the areas. They always seeking employment for school nurses. So that's one of the areas. You can also look into substance abuse centers or detox centers. They're always looking for nurses. And just think, if you get certifications in these areas, like I said earlier, that can potentially mean a pay increase for you as well. Another area is adult daycares. Adult daycares, adult outpatient like rehabs. That's another area that you can look in. Ambulatory care centers. You just have to do your research and explore opportunities in areas where it's hard for them to find nurses. Okay, so that is also another way that you can set yourself apart from your peers. Um, what else can I think of, you guys? Another thing you can do is, and this kind of goes back to when I said stay in touch with your colleagues. So when you are working in a different setting or clinic or hospital, just be that person that is eager to learn. You're always asking questions. You're very polite. You're very respectful, because like I said, that goes a long way. You may not think that your peers, your managers, other nurse managers from other units, physicians, you may not think that they are paying attention to that stuff, but they do pay attention to that stuff. A lot of physicians that you work with inside of hospitals and places, sometimes they have their own practices. Just imagine, you know, that doctor needing a nurse to come and work in his practice, and he remembers that, you know, oh, I worked with such and such, she was a very good nurse when I worked with her on a unit, let me try to get in contact with her to see if I can offer her a position. So you just want to be mindful when working in your career, you know. That is all I have for this video. There's many different things you could do to set yourself apart from others and make yourself more marketable. If you have anything that you would like to add, just make sure you drop it down in the comments. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified anytime I upload a video. And that is it for this video, you guys. Bye.